ahead and do my eyebrows and my eye look, which is nothing too spectacular. It's just some eyeliner, some winged eyeliner, some lashes, and I put some black eyeliner on my waterline. So before we apply any foundation or anything, I like to start off with this Neutrogena oil-free moisture, which contains SPF, which everybody needs because you need to protect your skin at all times regardless. So I also always put a little bit of this. So I take about this much and I'm just going to apply it on my face. It's like my skin is weird. It's dry around my cheeks, around my mouth. Then when you get to my forehead, it's just a freaking oil spill. It's crazy, honestly. And I use the NYX Photo Lovin' Primer, Studio Primer. I think it can be used to substitute the Smashbox primer, and there's also another dupe for it. It's by Nika K, which the packaging, I swear, looks just like this. So if you want to go for an even cheaper alternative, you could use the Nika K one that you can find in a beauty supply store. I'm all about dupes and finding you the cheapest option ever. So, and then with this, it's matte and it gives a matte finish. I don't like dewy finish, and especially when you have oily skin, I want to keep everything nice and mattified. So with this, a little bit doesn't go a long way. I feel like you have to put it a lot, but I'm gonna just use this, and as soon as you put on your skin, it just feels like velvet. It's just so smooth. I love it. Then I'm gonna put some on my forehead. You see I top my hair back for you guys so I don't have to keep brushing my bangs out my face because that gets annoying. Oh, okay. Well, this little bit went good for me. I'm gonna really focus on under the eye because you don't want anything to crease under there. You want to give your makeup something to stick onto. With this, when you put stuff like this, it fills into your fine lines so that your makeup and your under eye concealer won't settle into it. All right, so I moisturized, I primed. Now it's time to go ahead and apply. So the foundation I use is by Kat Von D, the Lock It Tattoo Foundation. Just, it looks like this. I love it. It gives a really full coverage. I'm going to apply it to the back of my hand so that I could warm it up. So I just started off with 2 pumps, just like that on the back of my hand. And to apply, I'm going to use the e.l.f. stipple brush. I'm just going to get it all over my brush, like so, and I'm going to apply. Okay, so next I'm going to go on to highlighting, and with highlighting, our goal is to bring light, to capture more light to those areas, to bring more dimension to your face. When you put on foundation, your face just goes flat because everything's just, you know, one shade, it's flat. So when we highlight, in contour, we're bringing more definition, dimension to our face. So to highlight, I use this LA Girl Pro Concealer. And this is the shade Fawn. So when you're highlighting, you're going to go under the eye. We're also going to highlight right under the lips, the chin, my cupid's bow, the bridge of my nose, and the middle of my forehead. So now that you have your concealer on, which is about 2 to 3 shades lighter than you, and you look all crazy, it's time to blend. When it comes to makeup, your eyeshadow, your foundation, your highlight, your contour, it's all about blending. Makeup is all about blending. So that means we don't want to see any harsh lines of demarcation. I don't want to be able to tell where you started this, where you finished that. Everything has to flow nice and seamlessly. So I'm going to use my damp beauty blender. So now I'm going to begin blending, and I'm going to start at the edges of the concealer. Alright, so now that I've highlighted, it's time to contour. With me, I don't really like a strong contour because I feel like it's not necessary, but everybody's different. And if this is for everyday look, a strong contour would not be as fitting. So I'm just going to contour the hollows of my cheeks and lightly on my nose. And I will be using the concealer brush and this LA Girl Pro Concealer in Beautiful Bronze to contour. You're going to find the hollows of your cheeks, and to do that, you could just... So I'm going to get some on my brush. I'm going to load some up on the brush, like so. Back to the beauty blender and blend. Okay, so once I finish highlighting and contouring, I like to set my contour using this Nye Banana Powder. This is the sample size that I got off of eBay because I felt like I didn't do my makeup as often, so I didn't need the big thing. So I'll put everything in the description bar where you could get this from. So I use this, you know, little cheap foundation sponge, wedge, whatever, that I got from the beauty supply store in a pack for like $2. And I'm just going to load it up in the powder. I also have Topaz, but I have yet to use it. So you're just going to load it up like so. And you're going to apply it wherever you applied the contour. So that's under my eye. And it's going to fall everywhere, but... Then you're going to go back, load it up again, and you're going to do the other side. It look crazy, but it's gonna look amazing after. It gives you a nice finish. Under my chin, my cupid's bow, and tip of my nose. Alright, so once you let the setting powder really set wherever you highlight it, I'm just gonna use this Complexion Brush by e.l.f. to wipe off any excess.
Amazing.
Okay, so now my concealer is set, and with my contour isn't very harsh or strong. It's very nice and subtle. I don't really put any powder there to set it. So now we're gonna move into blush to give me some real color, and I'm gonna use this Sephora little micro smooth little trio, and I'm going to use the blush right here, which is a nice rosy color, and just apply some right on my cheeks. Not too harsh, very lightly. Like so. Then I'm going to use the illuminator and just get a little bit of that on my brush and just dust it on. Today, for the tutorial, I'm going to go to my go-to lipstick, Ruby Woo. Okay, ladies, so once you put on your lipstick, you are now done highlighting and contouring. I'm glad I could show you what I do. And if you have any comments or questions, tips that can help me be better, make sure you leave them below. And thanks for watching.